Thank you for coming to the show today. My name is Ray Van Vleck. I'm the chairman of the board at Mutiny Theater Company. And this is our first ever production as Mutiny Theater Company. So thank you for being here. What else? So today you're going to see two shows. You're going to see Eros and Psyche, which is a retelling of the myth of Eros and Psyche, which is the story that Beauty and the Beast was based off of. So there's that, and then after that you're going to see The Guards, written and directed by Austin Kiefer, who is one of our company members here. Eros and Psyche is written and directed by Corinthian Townsend, who is also one of our company members and running lights today. So we want to say thank you to NTPA for giving us this space and for letting us, do our thing here. If you want to see the other two shows that are part of this production, Cicada is another show written and directed by our actors here, and our improv troupe are playing tonight at 7 o'clock. If you'd like to see those, and they're also playing again tomorrow at 2 and 7. There's going to be a 10-minute intermission in between the two shows. So after Eros and Psyche is over, y'all can take your 10 minutes, and then we will start exactly 10 minutes after the last show ends. And that's all I have. So please enjoy the show, and thank you so much for being here again. We appreciate all of you, and enjoy.
The story of Eros and Psyche is a sad one.
It is a tale of trust and how easily one can lose it.
A story of deceit that fans the flames of vengeance.
How jealousy is a venom that spreads only to wither all things good, the end-all be-all.
And it all began with my mother, Aphrodite.
King Evander, Queen Demetria, why have you come before me?
Benevolent, radiant goddess of beauty, we've come to humble ourselves before you to make request.
I gathered that, little king, and you do well to skip the flattery. It doesn't hold much weight with me. Queen Demetria, speak.
Great goddess, we come before you with our youngest and last child. Bearing my daughter is a great endeavor for me. Had Artemis not blessed me with the strength to complete the birth, the baby and I would have surely perished.
Thus are the dangers of becoming with child. Why does this bring you before me? My powers do not preside over children. Such things are better suited for more homelier goddesses.
My wife cannot bear another child and make no male heirs to rule our kingdom. As patron goddess of Prince, we beg you to bless our baby with your beauty, so she will attract a suitable match to rule our kingdom.
But you already have 2 daughters. Why the youngest?
They've both been promised to princes of faraway kingdoms, and we expected this child to be a son.
Have you no concubines or prostitutes with empty wombs, little king? Why burden this baby girl with a nation when you can still craft a son to shoulder the responsibility? Seems to be an odd request of a king.
My Demetria is my world goddess. I can never step outside the vows I've made to her into her marriage bed.
I see. Queen Demetria, do you share the same sentiment?
Yes, goddess, with all my heart.
It is rare to find a union so devoted to the sanctity of it. Not even the king and queen of the gods respect it. If I choose to grant this request of yours, what do I gain in return?
She will be raised to be a head priestess of your temple and your most reverent follower. She will be devoted completely and totally to you.
A child of a union such as yours will make a wonderful member of my fellowship. I shall grant your request.
Thank you so much.
You're as wise as you are beautiful, goddess.
I am aware. Give me the child.
What is its name? Psyche, goddess.
Princess Psyche, daughter of King Evander and Queen Demetria of Corinth, I give you the blessing of immeasurable beauty. You with one own luck, shall be able to bewitch any being that you choose, and they will do your bidding. I bestow these powers upon you to do my work and spread my doctrine across the land as head priestess of my temple, my most devoted servant. In return, I give you my blessing to wield these powers in pursuit of a suitor, to rule Corinth by your side.
Jealousy is a venom that spreads only to wither all things good. It discriminates against no one, be it god, goddess, monster, or man. I was just a baby, practically sold at birth into her service and given a power that I never even wanted. There was nothing I could do, but no amount of service could save me from the terrible demands of my parents.
Both of your sisters have already married kings, Psyche, quickly and without Aphrodite's blessing. Pray tell, how do you think that looks on you? Looks on our kingdom?
You are given such an advantage over every other woman in the world. You must attract a suitor to your heart. The longer you stay unattached, the longer surrounding kingdoms plot our destruction.
I'm trying, Mother, but it seems no matter what I do, a man thinks themselves worthy of my hand. They call me goddess incarnate. They think that I am Aphrodite in the flesh.
Then you must use this to your advantage.
What? Father, that is blasphemy.
It is most necessary. Without a proper king on our throne, when I am gone, everyone and everything will be slaughtered. Men, women, children, and you will be the first among the casualties. Is that what you wish, Psyche? The fall of our great nation? Is it?
No, Father.
Your father and I only wish the best for you. You must obey if our kingdom is to survive.
I understand. So I did as I was told. I always do what I am told. I am so much more fortunate than many of my subjects, I know that. I am aware that I am blessed, but I can't help but feel like I am the only person in the world everyone expects so much of. When people see me, they see marble. When I am called to speak, they expect honey words. I am not allowed edges. There is no room for a wayward thought. I am the work of my sculptors. No matter what, I must obey.
What did the king say? He certainly looked very troubled when he asked me to summon you.
He wants me to pose as Lady Aphrodite, human incarnate, Daphne. He wants me to betray the goddess I have spent my entire life devoting my heart and soul to. The goddess who has taught me since birth personally. Oh, she's given so much to our kingdom, Daphne. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Human incarnate? An act of such blasphemy is punishable by death at the very least. Aphrodite has known you since you were young. Perhaps if you explain your situation to her, she'll understand.
Oh, and do you truly think she will believe me? If Our Lady perceived even a mere thought of someone's beauty being greater than hers, it won't matter who thought it first. Do you remember what her sister did to Medusa? Medusa was the best of us, and all gods are cut from the same cloth. Everyone involved will suffer her wrath.
I could go to her. I can talk to her on your behalf. She is my aunt, and ever since she took me under her protection, she sees me as her daughter. She might listen to me.
I could never risk your safety, Daphne. You're my best friend if anything happened to you. I don't know how I manage.
Oh, give it a day or two. You'll find a good book and forget all about me.
Daphne, you know that you are too near and dear to my heart for me to ever forget you.
Poor Psyche, made of stone. Poor Psyche, obedient in every way. Poor Psyche, put in the sight of harm's way. A word of advice. When given the option between your goddess and your parents, always choose the former. For when Aphrodite realized a decrease in her offerings and a deafening silence at her altars, well, she became understandably enraged. As the saying goes, Hades hath no fury like a woman scorned, and no goddess hath no fury, well, then my mother.
I sent my child to kill her. For that is what is done when your followers abandon your temple altars to worship a sheep-minded traitor. A traitor I took upon my good nature to bless. I gave her a fraction of my power, and in return, this vile treachery. Now, I am aware that this betrayal did not come from the girl, since I've raised her since infancy and know what is in her heart. But nevertheless, a lesson must be taught. An empowered mortal is the worst sort of creature, and she is a sacrifice that must be made. As a member of the Pantheon, I couldn't very well get my hands dirty. That would make me look petty, and I do so despise negative public opinions. So, I sent my darling Eros to take care of it for me.
I love my mother. Despite her less than desirable qualities, I'd do anything for her in her honor. So off I flew with the sole purpose to cause some poor soul to fall in love with the terrible beast. I imagined her to be richer in company beyond the wildest of dreams, enough to rival that of the admirers of Aphrodite herself. But instead, what I saw was a small girl, a sad girl. With her beauty, she should have been able to claim any partner she desired, a beauty that rivaled that of Aphrodite's own. Yet, she was the saddest creature I'd ever laid eyes on.
Hello? Is someone there?
Psyche, what are you doing?
I was sure that I saw a man in the trees.
I didn't see anyone. Perhaps it was just a passing animal. I find that there is a lack of resemblance between the two. Now come, the king has requested your presence on floor.
I was careless, as always. My mother's directive overwritten by my mother's power. Quite ironic if you think about it. For me to have Psyche, a loophole had to be found. And the one I found required help from my brother, Apollo.
Well, 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 if it isn't my darling baby brother. How long has it been? 8? 10,000 years! No, I haven't seen you since you stole my lyre. Didn't you place a tuneless curse on the strings prior to my performance on Mount Olympus? For Zeus and Hera's anniversary?
Brother, are you truly still upset about that silly little trick I played on you as a child?
Half! Half, brother. And that trick made me the laughing stock of Olympus for 10,000 years. I could hardly show my face after being bested by a
It
child.
was a harmless joke that is easily overshadowed by the sham that is their union. Come, brother. Let the past lay behind us, for I've come to speak of the future and her prospects.
There is